Save me a seat. Chapter 42. Joe. "He cheated," shouts Dylan. "That's why I couldn't guess it. What do leeches have to do with quitting?" "Would you like to come up to the front of the class and tell us how the two things are connected, Ravi?" Personally, I would have been sweating bullets if Mrs. Beam made me stand up in front of everybody like that. But Ravi doesn't seem nervous at all. In fact, he looks happy. He pushes up his glasses and clears his throat like he's about to give a speech or something. I'm listening, but I'm also keeping my eye on Dylan in case he tries to mess with Ravi's leeches while he's busy giving his speech. "Quitting is not an option," Ravi says. "This is what my father taught me, and what his father taught him, and what I will teach my own son someday too." "Big deal," says Dylan. "What does that have to do with leeches anyway? I told you, he cheated." "Shh," says Mrs. Beam. "Go on, Ravi." Ravi pushes up his glasses again. "I haven't prepared anything else to say, but I could tell you a story if you like." Chapter 43. Ravi. I rub my nose and push up my glasses. My hands are shaking a little, so I fold them together the way that we were taught to do in elocution class at Vidya Mandir. "For many generations, the Surayarayanan family has worked with tea," I begin. "When my grandfather was a young man, he worked in the tea plantations. His job was to protect the tea pluckers from wild animals that might be lurking nearby." I look around the room. Everyone is listening. Some are even leaning forward in their seats. I decide to bring a bit more drama into the story by adding a few details Paripa had not included in his version. "Have you ever been attacked by a porcupine or a wild boar?" I ask, pawing the ground with my foot. "Have you ever seen a panther crouching in the grass, ready to pounce? Or been stuck in the middle of a war between two angry elephants?" I pause and look around the room for dramatic effect. All those years of elocution lessons are really paying off. Elocution's like, I think, how to speak, how to present yourself. "Imagine it is the monsoon season," I say. "Imagine the ground is still damp from the heavy rain. A perfect hiding place for the most dangerous creature of all. More dangerous than the porcupine, or even the panther. This animal can latch onto you and bite through even the toughest flesh with its 300 razor-sharp teeth." "What the heck?" says Jax. "Be quiet," Caleb Burrell tells him. "I want to hear about the teeth." This is no time to lose momentum, so I take a deep breath and dive back into my story. Well, my grandfather battled these tiny Draculas in disguise every single day. Imagine yourself plucking tea under a hot sun when suddenly you realize you are surrounded by vicious black worms waiting to fix themselves to your body and drain your lifeblood out. "Look, there's one between your toes. Be careful, there's one behind your ear." Believe me when I tell you, these dreaded blood-sucking leeches can even crawl up your nostril. Just as my tale is building to its climax, I am interrupted by a loud choking sound. A moment later, the air is filled with a horrible smell. "Check it out!" shouts Dylan Samreen. "Emily Mooney just blew chunks." Do you guys know what that means? She vomited. She threw up. I guess Ravi's story was a little too intense for her.